Why does famine, an age-old plague, still grip parts of our world today, particularly in developing countries? The answer, sadly, lies in a complex web of socio-economic factors, climate change and conflict. Let's journey back in time to the genesis of this crisis. Famine, as a concept, is as old as civilization itself. The earliest records of famine date back to ancient Egypt, where cyclical droughts caused periodic food shortages. As societies evolved, so did the causes of famine. In medieval Europe, for instance, wars and plagues often led to severe scarcity. However, the advent of the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century brought a new dimension to this issue. Rapid population growth, coupled with the unequal distribution of resources, exacerbated the problem. By the 20th century, famine had become a geopolitical tool used to exert control and power. Fast forward to today, and we see that the causes of famine have further diversified and intensified. Climate change, for instance, has thrown agricultural patterns into disarray, leading to crop failures and livestock deaths. In developing countries where agriculture is a primary source of livelihood, the impact is devastating. Conflict, too, plays a significant role in causing famine. War disrupts farming, displaces people, and blocks aid. We've seen this play out in places like Yemen, Sudan, and Somalia, where prolonged conflict has led to severe food shortages. Economic factors, particularly inflation, also contribute to famine. In developing countries where many live on the brink of poverty, even a slight increase in food prices can tip the scales towards hunger. In this intricate landscape, various individuals and organizations are making strides to counteract the issue of global hunger, a critical problem underscored by 7 alarming facts identified by World Vision. One notable case involves Elon Musk's engagement with the United Nations World Food Program. The UN proposed a $6 billion plan to tackle hunger crises, a situation that Musk publicly questioned, challenging the UN to provide a detailed outline of how these funds would eradicate global hunger. The current state of hunger in vulnerable regions such as Sudan, Gaza, and Haiti only amplify the urgency of this issue. OCHA warns that Sudan on the brink of becoming the world's worst hunger crisis. Similarly, famine in Gaza is looming large, with both immediate and long-term health consequences, as reported by the World Health Organization. Meanwhile, hunger continues to spread in Haiti, as captured by BBC News, where individuals confess to going to bed on an empty stomach. These circumstances underline the potential role the world's wealthiest could play in mitigating such crises. However, resolving global hunger is not a task for one individual or entity alone. A collective response is needed involving governments, organizations, and individuals. This includes policy alterations, sustainable farming methods, and a dedicated effort to fight climate change. In conclusion, the specter of famine, born in the ancient world, has morphed over centuries into a complex crisis. It's a crisis fueled by climate change, conflict, and economic instability, particularly in developing countries. The urgency of addressing world hunger has never been greater, and it calls for a united global response. Everyone has a part to play in this fight. Whether it's advocating for policy changes, supporting sustainable agriculture, or simply spreading awareness, every action counts. The journey to a hunger-free world is long and arduous, but with collective effort and resolve, it is a destination within reach.